All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic because the Raiders went out and friggin' beat the Steamers today. Beat the effing Steamers. It's wonderful. By the way, I moved my mic over a little bit. I want to try to cut down on the amount of like that echo. So we're going through theirs in phases and series, and hopefully it'll work out. But I'm hoping that we're all here again. Captain Jack here. After a wonderful, 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 wonderful win. It is great. It is great to be here. And I'm not on with Wayne yet. And I'm doing that tonight. In fact, I gotta get with my boy Ken Thompson to find out what's going on. But good evening, everybody. We are sitting here on a victory Sunday when you beat the Steamers. And one of the best things about that is that the Raiders have beaten the Browns, who they will be in competition with for a wild card spot. They've already beaten the Chiefs once. Yeah, they lost to the Buccaneers. I get it. They lost to the Patriots, but I don't think the Patriots are going to be in contention for anything. That loss hurts more now, seeing how bad the Patriots are. They lost to the Bills, but the Bills, I think, are going to win that division. So I don't think, unless Miami, and again, we have to play Miami yet. So that is a more important game at the end of the year against Miami, where we will need to beat the Dolphins, because we've played the Pats, we've played the Bills, we will play the Jets, and gosh darn it, we can't lose to the Jets. And we will play the Dolphins at the end of the year. These are teams that we have to beat in order to maintain what would be a good chance for a P-word berth. And still, there's lots to go in the AFC West. We will be playing the GRRRRRRRREAT next week, who I'm actually watching on TV. But, if it comes down to it and we beat the damn Steamers, which is good. And that's why I'm having two shows today. I didn't come on right at the end of the show because I thought For Life was on. I'm sorry there, Angela. I wanted to make sure I wasn't on with you when you were doing your post-game show, so I actually moved it to 5 o'clock Eastern time. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't up against you. And reminder today for everybody, again, I will be on later on. I will have a second one of these shows in case you don't see it now. It'll be sometime after 9:30ish Eastern, sometime after 6:30ish Pacific. I'm going to get with Ken Thompson. I'm going to be with Violator, Ken Thompson, Homer, and myself. We'll be doing a show. Should be every week, so I can't wait to do that. So stay tuned for that. And as far as the beta, because Ed was asking about my beta, it went well. It went well, so I'm hoping that will be something I don't have to worry about next year, or I should say next week, that hopefully I will be doing the test where it'll be color casting. You don't have to listen to those sorry ass announcers. You don't have to listen to them because they were sorry. So okay, so you guys are gonna be on a little bit later. Okay, that'll be. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't doing conflicts with you. But again, make sure if you can share this up, because we're going to be on for about, why not, an hour and a half, as long as I have phone calls. If we're talking about the game, I'll be on. But if you're not going to talk, that's fine. I only got so much to say. I'm so happy. But the important thing is, it is victory, victory, victory Sunday for the Raiders. And that feels good. So first thing I got to do is I got to put the phone line up. Then I can actually put up the Google to make sure that we actually have the phones up. And we did that. Yeah, you can call later on. But remember, if you call once today, don't call on the second show. Just call once. I don't want to have the same callers for both shows. All right. Let's talk about that greater victory. I'm gonna while we're waiting for a phone call, I'm gonna go over some of the stats. And again, let me know if the sound is better where there's not that double sound like sometimes you hear in my broadcasts. I'm trying to make sure I'm cleaning this up. These are the final stats. Obviously, the most important stat is the score, 16-6. Derek Carr, 15 of 24, 112, and a touchdown. Controlled the clock. Okay, we'll start off with Raider Gus. Raider Gus, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you tonight? What's up? Raider Gus. Raider Gus.
Raider Gus. Hey. Raider Nation, how you doing?
I'm good, Raider Gus. How you doing, brother?
Oh, loving this win this morning. Loving it.
Yeah, it's fantastic to get a damn win.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something, because Derek Carr, what they say, he can't win in cold weather. You know, he finally went out there, used his legs, got a couple first downs, controlled the game and won it. That's all we need out of him.
Right, and actually, it was good to see him run. And by the way, Gus, turn your broadcast down in the back because I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't want to hear that extra sound. No worries. We'll get it done.
Okay.
But this is what needed to be done was that Derek Carr, and I've been saying it for a while. Actually, he did fumble.
Yes.
And he fumbled, but thank God. Now I tell you what, if you guys don't know, whoa, what the hell is that? Hang on a second. God damn.
Okay.
No, that was my friggin' computer, which I had on mute, but I'm like, I don't need it. Stop it, damn it. Gosh darn, okay. Mute the friggin' thing, okay. Because I wanted to do the stats, and I have it on BSPN, and BSPN plays those damn videos and it blows things out.
Right.
That's what I don't want. Is okay. Pause it. There you go. I don't want the video on when I do my stats. But what I was saying, if you guys and gals, mates, and later Raiderette wenches don't realize how important Devontae Booker was, grabbing that ball, keeping that drive alive. Okay. Also, the fact that when he went in there and Josh Jacobs was not running well the first couple times, first couple times he carried the ball, he wasn't running well. Booker came in there, 9.5 yards, 10 yards, boom, boom. And I tell you what, if that doesn't inspire somebody like that, bastard's after my job. That did it.
Exactly.
Because it was the way that Booker ran after that, or because of that inspired what was going on, and I'm very glad to see that was a positive trait for Jacobs and the Raiders' running attack. And like you said, Carr was running, and he needs to stop fumbling the damn ball.
Yeah, it's like he's carrying a greasy turkey in his hand for some reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'd rather him be running forward than running backwards and getting sacked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, what was your biggest highlight of the day that you want to put forward? What were you kind of like so stoked about today that just your number one memory?
You know what? Our time of possession. When we can run and control that clock and get first downs, there's no way we can lose. I was calling it. We needed a long drive at the end of the third. We got it, scored the 3 points, and went up by 2 scores. When we could depend on those long drives, those are killers for the other team because it wears down their defense, and it just makes our old line that much better. They control the line, they control the time of possession. And you know what? Derek Carr reminds me of Ben-Hur out there sometimes being that offense, going around the track, just can't be stopped.
I like that. I was going to say, wait a second. I heard Ben-Hur. I said, I want to see what you do with this analogy. And I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what I love that part of the game where we could depend on a 4 or 5 minute drive, and beat up their defense, either what they call them gut punches with the run. And, Derek Carr can dink and dank and get his first downs and, and just bring it home for the win. That's what I loved. And like I said, he could look like Ben-Hur out there,
Yeah.
leading that offense.
Now, Gus, I have to ask, how old are you?
I don't like to say, but I'm 45.
Okay. Well, you're young. The fact that you know who and what Ben-Hur is. Okay.
Oh, I love those old movies.
There you go, folks. Now, there are plenty of people that are like really young and they have no clue what great cinema is. Go and watch Ben-Hur with Charlton Heston. That's a great, especially the chariot scene, which Gus is talking about. So, and I like that, running around and around the track. And, like I said, thank God for Booker, because I would have been so pissed had Carr fumbled and Booker not been there, and that drive would have resulted in 0 points. I can't remember if that was the drive that gave them, if it was the drive that gave them 3 or was the drive for the actually, I think it was a drive for 3 because because they got it on something else. But that's what they needed, man. They needed that drive, and they needed to keep going on that. So I agree with you. Time of possession, and I think it was about, I want to say, the last time I checked, it was like 27-20. So I'm thinking it was probably about maybe 35 or 33-27, something like that. I don't have the stats in front of me. I can look real quick to see if I can see it. Go ahead.
I just know when we gave him the ball back, I think there was only 3.5 minutes left. But that's why I said that, the touchdown wasn't that important because we were up by 2 scores with only 3 minutes left.
Right.
And that time of possession really killed the game for the Browns. They put some way more pressure on their young quarterback.
For sure.
And made our defense come up with plays.
Yes. And the other good thing is that that we went up by 2 scores, and it was iffy because we were there on the 1-inch line. And I'll tell you what, I'll give Cleveland some props for keeping us out of the end zone on that drive.
Yeah.
I'll give them props because you get the touchdown there, it's all over for sure. And
definitely.
And the fact that, and I was looking, I'm like, man, 4th down, Gruden, what are you going to do, Gruden? What are you going to do? And the fact that the defense had been playing so well, and it was easy. Go for the 3 points, making it a 2-score game, and that's what needed to be done. And even as you said, when Cleveland went for that field goal, because they knew they had to score 10, and the same wind which had blown the Raiders' first field goal try to the left went and bit them in their face too, literally. And I'm so glad to see that for sure.
Yep, like it affected us in the beginning of the game. It came back and affected them. The wind. So
that's
big win for us. And I just want to say, looking forward, we're not going to play any really great quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Except for Mahomes again, but the Dolphins, the Chargers, Broncos. There's not really great quarterbacks that we're going to be facing. So I think we have a really good upper hand for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I get it, and but I tell you what, Herbert with the Chargers is an up and comer.
Yeah, he's looking
I think
good.
he's going to be better than the kid that they got in Denver. I think he's just average. Okay, and people were saying how
Yeah,
good no, I saw him at Missouri. He's not that good of a quarterback, and obviously we got Mahomes. Get it? That's going to be a
yeah,
tough one. But as long
yeah,
as we continue to win the games that we really need to and should win, okay, we need to beat the Falcons in Atlanta. Why? Because I'm going there, which is one reason why.
well,
Okay.
there you go.
So
Yep.
we got to do that. But like I said, I think we have the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Falcons, I think, are the next four games, right?
Right.
Okay. And the Chargers are in La La Land, and then the Chiefs are at home. The Broncos are at home, which means we got to play Denver when it's going to be cold later in the season. But I like the fact that the Raiders came out today and played in that cold environment, and they did rather well. So
Exactly.
yeah,
You know, so look, I just wanted to. I wasn't able to call last week, but I just wanted to say to all the Dodger fans, what a great World Series, and I know there's a lot of controversy at the end of the game, but hey, Dodgers finally brought it home.
there you go. Well, again, I congratulate true Dodger fans. I don't like these damn bandwagon. I've been a fan for 5 minutes, so I give it to the fans of real teams when they win. That's for sure, Gus.
I'll go. I go back to Fernando Valenzuela, Socha, Lasorda. All those guys. I mean, I've been a Dodger fan since I was a kid, and I mean, '88's been way too long to bring home that title for a big franchise like the Dodgers. But
I gotta ask you, Gus. Do you remember who the manager was before Lasorda?
before Lasorda, no, because you're going back to when I was about 5 or 6. I really can't remember that.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've proved the fact that you were putting out people that in your lifetime growing up. But
Yeah,
Walter
I
was
mean, because
Smokey
I
Allston.
remember like Drysdale and all those guys when I was real young, but the solid team that I really started out was like about the '81 World Series when I think it was Venezuela beat the Yankees. I think it's '80-'81,
Yeah.
and that's when started sinking into my brain that I'm going to be a Dodgers fan. But
Well, there you
yeah,
go. There you go.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
again,
mean, I'm not. I don't like them just because the jerseys look nice, and they won. No, no. I've been a down and out Dodger fan for so long, and I live in Northern California, so I've been hearing the Giants fans dog me out for so long. But we finally brought it home. So
and again, congratulations on that win, Gus. And I appreciate you being able to call in tonight as well.
yeah, thank you so much, Captain Jack, and great win, and happy to hear your show.
Hey,
Keep it going.
you got it, man. You tune in and share it up so more people will share in the show, brother. I hope that you do that.
Okay, awesome, man. You have a great day, Captain Jack.
All right.
Go Raiders!
Raiders, baby. Ah.
Ah.
All right. That's Raider Gus. And whoa, we got a call. We got a call from Cuba. That's amazing. Okay, hopefully this will work out. Hot Neil, are you in on the call? Are you there?
Captain, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you. What's going on, man? How's it down in Cuba?
Oh man, the weather's crazy here, man.
Okay. Crazy
A little bit
what?
crazy. Cause like in Florida, it rains in the south, and you go somewhere else, and it rains again.
Well, I mean, you're from Florida. You know that.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I missed the game. I didn't see it because I'm here right now. I just got here a few hours ago.
Okay.
But I just want to tell everybody that I'm sorry. I can't talk to you guys so much because they charged me $10 for 3 minutes to use Wi-Fi and be able to call you.
Well, hey, I appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate you checking in. Just stay safe down there, and obviously, since you're a native, you don't have to worry about. Just be aware of scammers and people that want to try to rob you and shit like that. You know that you're the American, even though you're Cuban, you're the American. You know how it is.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. Just to call you guys and say thank you for the prayers. And on Tuesday, we'll call on you on your show if you come live on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we'll be there. Well, Tuesday, no, Tuesday's election day. We're doing a show with
Okay.
Angela tomorrow night and Wednesday night. So that's will be
Okay.
our shows this week.
All right, so I'll see you Wednesday. But do me a favor, you talk to Angela or anybody out there, just keep me in your prayers, and I will see you guys soon.
You got it, man. You take care there, Hot Neil.
I will, brother. Thanks for everybody for the love.
All right, thanks again. Be well.
Later, cousin. Will do.
All right, that was Hot Neil calling from Cuba. Calling from Cuba. That's cool, man. That is cool. So we're going to go back to the line. Let's see here. Don't need to knock anybody out because we're up down there. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. By the way, I want to say to Ed Winchell, and I apologize, like when you were calling in, and I'm like, why are you calling when you see? Ed was saying that there was a time lag, so that's what was happening. So if you want to call in, and maybe you can go from Facebook Messenger. You can call in via Facebook Messenger. I will make sure. Yeah, I got Facebook on. So if you're calling in from Facebook Messenger, do that. Captain Jack Levy, if you're one of my friends there. If you, I don't know if you can call Captain Jack Rackham. You can try. I don't know what the thing is there. And again, well, we got Mo Razuli. Thanks for coming in as well. Let me get through everybody that's here on the line. Polo, good to see you, brother. Ed Winchell, Becky Gutzler. We got Angela with For Life. Thor, good to see you as well. Hot Neil, as you guys know, came in. I saw Edward Chris Donnet. Thank you for being here. We got Jared. I know Jared. We'll get the Pittsburgh report from Jared. That great victory today by the Stillers. It's always good to see when Jared's going to be jumping so excitedly. I know that's going to be cool. Who else do we have here? I want to make sure. I don't think I missed anybody. I'm looking at Mr. Wombat. Yeah, and I agree. Herbert is a beast. Okay. And he says, you don't count him out, and the defense has got to. I mean, why is it that the defense can't stay consistent? And they did say today, and although I was commenting on using Colorcast, and I was talking with the guy, we were in beta today, Matt Marinovich. Thanks for that. Yeah, Booker was awesome as well. You caught that. We were in beta today, so hopefully we will be out of beta and we will be on live next week. If we are, I will tell you where to go. It is an Apple app, which meant I had to get an iPad because you guys know how I feel about Apple. I should have. I tell you what, I should have Android and Samsung be people that sponsor my show because I don't like Apple. It's the truth, just the way it is. But I had to buy an iPad because the app that was running this stuff is an Apple app. So if you're an Apple user, make sure you join in with me next week when it goes to Colorcast. So we'll have that ready and available. We'll have it ready and available hopefully next week. Matt, I understand, but I don't care. I really don't care who the defensive coordinator is. It's how they play. It's how they play. Apparently, Gruden was a little bit more hands-on with the defense today. Great. Somebody needs to. I mean, but I don't think Gunther's going to be fired this year. If you guys are waiting to see Paul Gunther fired, I think you're going to be disappointed. I don't think that happens until the end of the year. But let's talk about it. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. You can also message me for a call on Facebook. That is at Captain Jack Levy. I will be here. We've only been on for about half an hour. I was a little bit later getting out. I had to finish my dinner, and we're done there. We've been on for what, about 45? About 45 minutes? No, not even. About half an hour. Okay, so we got it. We were robbed there, Marcus. Let's talk about that as well. Why is it that we get screwed on every friggin'... Well, okay, I can't say that. We didn't get screwed when they had the touchdown with Renfro. Because, yes, he had it underneath him and the ball didn't move. Even though it did hit the ground, it was underneath and it didn't move. You saw when Landry was trying to get that ball, it moved, which is why they took the touchdown away. But damn it, we had a touchdown with Henry Ruggs. We had a touchdown with Henry Ruggs. Critique, my God, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute or so. And I do need to tell you, if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up on the bottom. There's also a $ there. If you enjoy something in particular, that is super chat, and that is also there's like supercalifragilistic other stuff. I'm not sure, but I got to work on that. If you like what you see, there's a $. You can ping on that. That's up to you. I'm not going to harp on that. I just want everybody to know. Obviously, we got the thumbs up going, and I like the fact that we have a good crowd of people that are here, okay, and they're consistent. I like that. I will be on again tonight. I will be on with Violator, with Ken Thompson, with Raider Homer. I'll be on later on. It'll be on a website. As soon as I get some information from Ken Thompson, I will push it on Facebook. So we will be there. Make sure you are there too. Okay, we glad to hear from this gentleman. Thor, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you tonight?
Man, how about that defense, man?
Yeah, isn't it amazing to say that? I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, we almost rarely say it, by the way.
Oh no, man! I'm fired up, Cap. I'm fired up, man. We needed that win so bad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That win was so big, man, for playoff positioning down the road. Just to stay above 500, just to keep the team and the young kids. I mean, you start to get below 500, and you start, doubting yourself, and maybe you don't play as great. Now you're still fighting and clawing, man. And just like, man, watch the team fight and claw that defense. Honestly, and when I first saw the weather, I was a little bit like, oh, shit. And then I was like, wait a minute, I think this is going to help our defense. This is going to hurt both offenses. So I think it might help our defense. And if we can start playing a little bit, it might build confidence during the game. Oh, man, it was beautiful, Captain. Oh, it was beautiful. I've been talking a lot of shit about that defense, but today they came. I've been talking a lot of shit about the play calling, the defensive play calling. Man, we sent some people a few times today instead of sitting back on 3rd and 10s and shit, letting them eat us apart. I was really happy with the play calling changes on defense. Offensively, the wins were so crazy. I mean, I don't even care. The only stat that really matters to me with Carter's numbers is the win. Devin Booker, again, huge role. I mean, just the spells, not even the fumble recovery to make sure we kept the ball right there at the 2-yard line. But there was a couple early where he came in and he spelled Jacobs a little bit and had some big runs, 10, 11, 12 yards, and the legs just keep churning.
Yeah.
I mean, that was beautiful. It would have been nice to see the Ruggs touchdown, not touchdown. To me, it goes either way. If they call it a touchdown, it stays. It's too hard to overturn. The fact that they didn't, I didn't think there's no way they're going to change it. I was like, I think I see white, but do I really? Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're not going to overturn that. I'm actually shocked that they didn't take that the Hunter Renfro touchdown away.
Well, but
just
see,
because with the Raiders.
Right, but see, the difference was in the fact that, and I was saying it with Jarvis Landry, you could see where the ball was moving.
Jarvis Landry for sure was moving. Right. For sure.
But Renfro, when he had the ball, it didn't move a dime. Right. He had it underneath it, and the ball can touch the ground. Remember the old Bert Emanuel rule, but as long as it doesn't move, and your hands are underneath it, then it should. And I'm glad that they got it right. I'm glad they got it right. I would
All
have been
that,
pissed
but
if
we're
they did
still
that.
the Raiders, and that's all I was thinking, man. We're still the Raiders, and they're going to somehow take that touchdown away. But thank God they didn't exactly. It just, man, it was. I think that the Ruggs one. I mean, he's still a rookie. I think he should have tried to tap the toe. You know, I think he might have thought he had a little more room than he did for his foot. That's a tough one. I think he should just try to tap his toe. Maybe he'll learn that more. But it was just with the wind, it was going to be a hard game for both quarterbacks and throwing the ball, field goal kickers. I think that in the first quarter, he had Ruggs. The dinner should have been a touchdown, right? I mean, he had Ruggs had whatever he had 5 yards or something between him and the defender,
Right.
and Carr just way overthrew him. But then I was thinking, I don't even know if Carr overthrew him or if, well, he definitely overthrew him, but if it was the wind aided it, because there was some punts that out of nowhere you saw the kick returners, and that Renfro was one of those. And thank God he actually held up, because I'm like, oh shit, he made like a Willie Mays almost type catch.
Mm-hmm.
To catch it and bring it back, he caught it about the 20, brought it back to about the 30, and at that point, I want to say it was still like 3-3 or something. And if you don't catch that ball, maybe they get it, they score. But if you let it bounce, it probably rolls to like the 5 or something. It wasn't going to get all the way into the end zone. To me, that was huge. Like just catch the ball, even if we were at the 20, but let alone get back to the 30. It was some big plays there. It was some big plays everywhere. Mostly on defense, man. Mostly on defense, and we've been giving them a hard time. Last night I was at my boy Serge's house, and we were drinking and playing dominoes and talking about the Raiders.
Whoa! Wait a second. Did you say
Yeah.
that you were drinking?
No, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, come on,
yeah, just
man.
a little bit.
You don't drink?
Nah,
Thor.
once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon.
Well, it was a blue moon, and a full moon, and a purple moon, and a purple haze.
Oh yeah, I think it was a blue moon the other night. All of them, I don't even know. But he was saying that the defense is young. Just give them time. I mean, he's not even too mad at the defenses. He was like, you just got to give them time.
Thor,
We're just young.
I hate doing this. I gotta let you go, Thor, because I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to make sure that I don't miss a caller. Thor, I apologize. I want to make sure that I don't miss callers because sometimes I do that. We are ready for the Pittsburgh report, and again, apologies, Thor. I'm going to try to make sure I don't miss callers anymore. Jared, fantastic win today by your Steelers as well.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, though. I mean, Lamar Jackson gift-wrapped us 2 free interceptions, especially 5 minutes into the game, and then late in the game, however, the Steelers defense, well, almost gave it away, let's just say. There was some good and bad that came out of that game, but I will talk first, however, about the Raiders coming up against the Cleveland Clowns, let's just say.
Got it.
Mr. Mayfield did not have one of his better days. Mr. Jacobs, however, basically was juking and jiving all day long, however, against the Cleveland running attack. However, even though Kareem Hunt had a pretty decent game, but it was Jacobs' big run of a $130. Yeah, Hunt did well, 66 yards, but Jacobs with a $130 was the big turning point of the game, however. And like I said, it was a tight game for 3 quarters, but the Raiders in the fourth quarter and Gruden stepped on the gas, however, and basically stepped on Cleveland's throat a little bit and put them down a step. So that is a good, solid win to take into next week, obviously. We'll see what happens next. Of course, they got, the Chargers next week, however. There at SoFi, they should take care of business there, and then they got the Broncos before the rematch in a couple of weeks with Mr. Mahomes in Kansas City the Sunday before Thanksgiving. But, yeah. Talk about Pittsburgh. I mean, yeah, they did not play very well. However, I mean, Stanley for Baltimore is a big loss for them. Their tackle, of course, he's done for the year now. We don't know the stats about him.
The guy that they just signed to that big contract and he's out?
Yeah, his knee went, in the first quarter, his knee went out suddenly.
Wow.
That is a big loss for Baltimore. That is a tremendous loss for them. But Connor did not do bad today. It was about close to 50 yards, 47 yards. But in the second half, it was Juju and Mr. Chase Claypool, who right now is looking more and more just amazing to watch. Ben likes him a lot, however. But like I said, what happened after the second quarter, the Steelers in the second half, especially the turning point of the game in my eyes, was when Alex Highsmith, one of those draft picks, made a big key play. It's 14-10 at the time. And this Baltimore, if they score there, it's 20-10. Pending the extra point, then it goes up to 11. The Steelers are playing down 10, 11 points early, midway through the third quarter, and you're wondering, then the Ravens defense is going to go after Ben and just attack him at will. But they only got him twice today. But after Highsmith made the interception, the Steelers got the ball, and then they made it 17-14, and they were up 3, and then all of a sudden you could just tell the wind went out of Baltimore's sail for a little while. But unfortunately, Jackson drove them back, Harry. You got to give him credit, however. But like I said, it was 4 turnovers that hurt Baltimore. Only no interceptions by Ben. How they said there were 3 from us. However, 1 fumble each. However, I thought I counted 2, but regardless, Lamar Jackson threw 2 picks and he fumbled. It says 3 fumbles. 2 of them were lost, however, and then there was 1 by Anderson. So yeah, Baltimore had 4 turnovers. That will cost you. And plus, they had more penalties than Pittsburgh because they were playing a little thuggish, as we all know Baltimore can be. There were a few calls that were pretty bad, but hey, it's an AFC North game, as Tomlin says the last few weeks. It's AFC North ball. The Steelers now should be very thankful that they got past Tennessee and Baltimore unscathed, although we'll see later in the week, or maybe probably in the next day or two, with the injury report. But they got Dallas up next, then you got Cincinnati in 2 weeks, however, and then Jacksonville before you play Baltimore again on a short week on Thanksgiving. So the next 3 weeks, however, we'll see how this team gels. But to get by both Tennessee and Baltimore, and give props to Cincinnati today, too, for one.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Burrow then beats freaking Tannehill at home.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Henry had a pretty good game, the Bengals come out with a huge win, so they help out Pittsburgh a little bit there, too. So it's all of a sudden things are getting very, let's just say, interesting in the AFC North division.
Oh, yeah, like I said, and, congrats on the Steelers win.
Yes.
They're 7-0.
Mm-hmm. 7-0 going into Dallas, and then we got the Dallas Cry Boys tonight against Mr. Carson Wentz in Philadelphia, and I think Philadelphia is going to ring Dallas's bell, no pun intended, if you will. That's going to be a blowout. And then tomorrow night we got Tampa and the G-Men. I mean, right now, however, I think we're going to see maybe, and I'm going to say it here on record right now, I would not be surprised we see another coach get the action in the next few days. And we talked about him the last couple weeks. Matt Patricia of Detroit, there's been talk about it after getting blown out today by the Colts by 20. If I'm the Lions in the Ford family right now, I would be calling him tomorrow or possibly sometime this week and say, your job is pretty much out the door at this point.
And you know what? That's one of those people I said, remember, you got to look at alternatives for our defense coordinator. Like I said, Wade Phillips is still out there, but I'm kind of looking at maybe Matt Patricia, who did study under Belichick. Remember, Belichick is the de facto defensive coordinator in New England, and Patricia did get the job because of Belichick. I mean, he is a Belichick protege. I don't know how much of that was Belichick and how much was Patricia, or how much Patricia can bring to a defense that has some decent people. We got a lot of decent people on the Raiders defense. I wouldn't mind maybe taking a look at them, because I don't think that Gunther should survive this year. I think he will, but I don't want him on as my DC next year as of right now. So we'll see what's available.
I think Patricia is going to probably be the new sheriff eventually when he takes over for Belichick, because I think today with Buffalo sewing up the AFC East tower, you don't know at this point whether Belichick's going to come back next season. I mean, right now there's that what-if factor, if you will, so we don't know about him. Plus, like we said, again, we've talked about this coach numerous times, many times over, since really maybe in the last few years, is Gates. I mean, what happened today when Mahomes just carved up the Jets, I mean, come on, Jets. What are you just waiting for? You're going to wait till the end of the year or before the year's out and finally make the move? Guys, you're 0-8 right now. It's time to make a move now. Just send him packing. Get him out of New York right now.
I agree. And, I think that obviously the Steelers got a pretty easy I mean, they've already beaten the Ravens once, and I think and that was in Baltimore, right?
That was in Baltimore today,
Yeah.
yeah, because Thanksgiving will be here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You beat them, however, you could pretty much control your fate in the North if you win that. Plus, you still got Cincy twice to deal with, once, of course, in a couple weeks, and then right before Christmas. So you got Cleveland one more time in early January. However, other than that, I don't see any hiccups, though, but there are going to be some trap games along the way. But, again, I'm just going to enjoy this. This was a conference game, and anytime you beat the Baltimore Birdies, or I call them the Baltimore Bitches, it feels pretty good because it's like to have roast raven on a spit. And today, Mr. Harbaugh, you got basically shown up by Pittsburgh. Even though the defense wasn't on their game, you had 4 turnovers in the game, and 2 of them were big key plays, however, for you guys. And now you're without your left tackle, too. So you're kind of in a little bit of a funk right now. You're 2 games looking up at the Steelers along with Cleveland. So you're looking up at Pittsburgh in the North right now.
And you know what? And like I said, fantastic for Ronnie Stanley for signing a big contract the day or two before he goes out with an injury.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kismet that at least he signed the contract before he got injured. So big ups there. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on anybody getting injured, but I feel good for him that he had that contract signed before he played today. So I appreciate that. Hey, Jared.
Yeah, he signed up for him.
I was going to say, I will definitely, we'll enjoy hearing from you either tomorrow or Wednesday when we do the show as well. I know you always give us great insight.
More than likely, I'll be there Wednesday. Tomorrow's my dad's birthday, however, so more than likely Wednesday night you'll be hearing from me.
All right, that sounds good. And I know Angela was here, so I'll make sure she knows as well. Hey, thanks again, brother.
No problem. Talk at you.
All right, that's the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. I do want to say, before we do anything else, I see in the chat, congratulations are in order to the new bishop of Nevada, the Bishop A.J. Brayhew. That's awesome. And that's not a golf clap. That's a big clap. That is a big clap. And that's a big clap, which is good. Trust me, I have known claps that are bad. So congratulations to you. And Angela is going to be looking forward to Jared's call. Let me get my eyes real quick. Oh man, I have my drops somewhere. Oh, they're over here. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to get to them on this broadcast. I'll make sure that I spritz them in before the broadcast tonight. Line is open, 813-699-0834. And again, lots of love to now you have to say Bishop A.J. Brayhew. You're going to have to change your moniker. The elder to pastor to bishop. That's awesome. I know the bishop. Don't mess with me. I don't know how much how much fly that has. The next time I go to the airport in Vegas, will I throw it? Sure. He won't, but I will. I'll throw it. Doc Burdett, how you doing, brother? What's going on? Isn't that a fantastic win today by the Raiders? Rob, you're going to have to wait. Rob was calling. You have to wait till the next call. Go ahead, go ahead there, Doc.
4-3, baby. That's all I gotta say. I'll take it. I don't care if it's low scoring, high scoring. It's a W.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what matters. And I tell you, our line played very well, opening it up for a running game. I got to give them credit. The question I have is, what's the deal with Trent Brown?
Well,
I just don't get it.
It's not just that. And I was saying that when I was doing my color cast today, I said, it's not just what's up with Trent Brown, although we were expecting him to come back, and he did not come back. And then Sam Young's out there for a minute, and then I see Brandon Parker. I'm like, oh, my God. When Brandon Parker's in the game, that is probably that bodes not good for the Raiders. But I didn't see him play horribly today. So
because we couldn't pass much and he couldn't give him any tails. we were running all the time. He can only line his feet up one way.
Right. And I was just going to say that the fact that we relied on the running game a lot was good for Parker because he's a big boy. He's about as big as Trent Brown, not quite, but he's as big as Trent Brown. And when you got like 6'7", 3 something leaning on you, then that bodes well for the run game. Now I tell you, I want to see Trent Brown in there because the bastard has not. I mean, honestly, has he earned any of his paycheck this year? No.
No, he hasn't.
Not at all. So I
now,
want to see him work.
My understanding, the illness he's having now is not COVID.
Okay, what was that, boss?
I heard that the illness he had this time, it wasn't COVID related. It was just another, I ain't feeling good.
Yeah, I ain't feeling good either. It's called Brownitis. I don't
The only
know.
we're 50-50 with Browns. The only good Browns we had was, Willie Brown and Tim Brown. All the other Browns seem to be giving us bad luck recently.
For the big name Browns, yes. I'd have to see. I know that there were other Browns. Let me see. I know Ron Brown played for us for a while. I'm sure.
Yeah, Ron Brown.
I know the big. I got you. I was trying to think because when you said it, I'm like, there are more, but are they worthwhile? We'll see. But yeah, you're right. The two big name Browns, I'll go with two Hall of Famers, than with two pieces of fecal matter. That's for sure.
And Sam Young did get hurt last week, and he was trying to come out and play. I think the cold weather aggravated it more than anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, and again, I'm not hating on Sam Young because at least he's trying. At least he's trying to play. But maybe depending upon what we have now, I tell you, with the Chargers, we're going to need a right tackle who can pass block. That goes without saying. If Incognito plays next week, then move Good to right tackle. And the reason why I say that is because I like the way that Good was pass blocking when he was at right tackle earlier this year before Incognito went out. Because I do not want to see Brandon Parker play right tackle against guys like Bosa and Ingram that can rush the passer. And that's what we got next week. So I want to see some improvement there. And I don't want to see Brandon Parker there unless we're playing an extra tackle as a tight end on a running play. That's just me, though. That's just me.
We might have to give him some tight end blocking help on that side too, maybe.
Yes, we will. And I like the fact. I mean, I tell you what, Witten played a damn good game today as well.
Yes, he did.
Hey, Marinovich Sharp is not on our team anymore. We traded him for a draft pick. I wanted to see David Sharp in the game, but we traded him before the season, and I was like, man. I mean, that draft pick will be nice, but we need a right tackle now. So,
I tell you, the free agency ends Tuesday. So, is there any decent tackles out there? That's the question.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you're relying on trading for a tackle now, I don't know. Doc Cabral. See, I'm talking to other Doc, and Doc Cabral came in. Thanks for coming in, Doc. I don't know if there's any tackles worth the salt because remember, this is a short year per se in the fact of preparation and whatnot. I don't know what you got out there, and I don't think that there's anybody that is worth trading for. Now you might look on a practice squad because I don't know what the rules are before. No, not Donald Penn. Mustafa is saying Donald Penn. No, I like the joke. You got jokes, Mo.
Donald Penn can block better than Trent Brown right now because Trent Brown ain't doing nothing but sitting on the pine.
You're right. You're right. Donald Penn can. I don't know, but I got you here, Doc, because I got the knockout sign up, and I know that we're going to hear from Kansas City Rob. But what was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest like today from the game?
The biggest like today was this was good old-fashioned football. We shoved it down their throat. And did that dude from Cleveland call yet? Because we shoved it down their throat.
Oh, no.
And when in the fourth quarter, we stomped on them, and I loved it. We did that 9-minute drive, killed them. When you can take a drive and you can run 9 minutes off the clock like that by using running plays, that's old-fashioned, good old 1970 football. I loved it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And no, we haven't heard from Matt, although Matt was in my Facebook saying something about, hey, well, they took the touchdown away from us too. And there's Rob. All right. Hey, Doc.
Well, you have a good night there, buddy.
All right. Thanks again. Always good hearing from my boy Doc. And Kansas City Rob, KC, coming off another big victory for the Chiefs today. How you doing there, Rob?
I'm good, Captain. How are you?
Hey, anytime we can win, that's a good thing. Anytime we beat an AFC opponent, that's a better win. Anytime we can beat an AFC West win, that's a best win. But maybe we'll do that the next 3 games.
Well, if one of those next 3 games is against the Chiefs, I hope not.
Yeah, well, well, it is. It's Los Angeles, then Denver, and then the rematch against the Chiefs. But we'll see.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
I'll tell you what. We had a hell of a game today. I know. We played the Jets. Adam Gase needs to be fired.
He does.
He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. I don't know what they're doing with him as head coach because, 0-8, and you're allowing a quarterback to throw for 420 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's a problem.
No. And I was going to say, Mahomes threw for what, 5 touchdowns because those 7.
5 touchdowns and 420 yards.
Yeah. Wow. What's up?
All I got to say is Jacobs. Thank you, God. They ran the ball with Jacobs.
Because he's on your fantasy team, right?
That is correct, because he is on my fantasy team. I was like, yes.
Go Jacobs. But I'm trying to think now. He didn't have any touchdowns, but he did. But he was instrumental in getting those yards, for sure.
Yeah, he didn't have any touchdowns, but he rushed for 128 yards. So,
all right.
That's big points. I'll tell you what, man. You guys played a good game in crappy weather.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't the prettiest of games, but
yeah,
you guys did what you had to do to win. So,
all right, Angela, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here as well. And yeah, getting back to Rob. Yeah, when I saw that, and I saw it was like sleet, then hail, and then swirling rain. I think they called it grapple. I mean, that's I don't know what the hell that word. I've never heard of that word.
I don't think I've ever heard of that word either. I don't even know if it's a real word.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, that's a hell of a run by the running back for the Broncos who scores.
Philip Lindsay?
Yeah, Lindsay, 24 to should be 10 with the point. So it's only a 2-score game back for the Garglers over the Donkeys. So I'm just keeping everybody apprised. It's why I'm watching, because it's an AFC West game. We got to watch those.
I'm watching the Saints in the Bears game.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on there?
Bears were up last time I looked. They were up 13-3 on the Saints.
Wow.
No, they were up 13-10 because the Saints had just scored on a touchdown to Jared Cook.
Okay.
They're up 13-10. But I just want to say congratulations again on you guys' win today. And I don't think I've seen what's his name, Matt. I don't think I've seen him in here talking stuff.
No, like I was just saying, and Doc was just saying it too. So called him affectionately that Browns fan. So you even know what his name is, which is awesome. It's Matt Bouchane, and yes, he hasn't been in here. If you go over to my Facebook, when I had the one thing where it says that was an effing touchdown with Ruggs, he went. If you go somewhere down on that list, he's like, well, they took our touchdown away, and then the guy who took his helmet off. I said, oh God, shut up. The litany of excuses. So of course. Permission to come aboard granted there, Mike Guerrero. Thank you for being here, sir. And remember, folks, if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you really like what you see, there's a $sign down there. And I like that.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you about that. What is that about?
It's called Super Chat, and it's kind of like giving me a tip.
Okay.
That's what it is, and you hit it, and then gives you. And I've never done it because I just know it's there. I know it's set up. It's basically you hit the $, and then I think it asks for like a monetary amount, and I think that's about how it works. I don't know how it works though. Other than that, is I see
Okay.
things come up, and it gives you it gives a tip, and that's about what it's called, Super Chat. And there's like super stickers too. I don't see where the stickers are. I got to get that in there, but that's what the thing is. I'll see you later there, Ed Winchell. Thanks for being there. But yeah, that's what that $sign is. It's Super Chat and super stickers.
I meant to ask you because Jared had just called in not too long ago.
Yep.
Do you think, even though they're 7-0, do you think that talent-wise they match up with the Chiefs? Because we didn't beat you guys, but went and stomped the Bills. We went and stomped the Ravens, who were supposed to be the best teams in the AFC.
Right.
And now you got Pittsburgh, who's 7-0. You think we could take them?
Well, the one thing that Pittsburgh always has is a sound defensive team. I mean, I don't care if you're Noel or the Chin or Mike Tomlin. They are sound defensively. And they always have guys that always kind of that hit the games that they need to. I think that it'll come down to the Pittsburgh defense trying to stop the Kansas City offense. It can be done because we did it. And I'm not just saying that to throw it in your face. I'm just saying that that's at least one example where a good defensive game plan can stop an effective Kansas City offense. Can it be done? Yes. Can the Steelers do it? From what I've seen this year, they have the capabilities on defense to do it. Now, it obviously comes down to being able to do it in that game with the circumstances the way it is. I don't think you play the Steelers this year, do you?
I don't think so. I think the only time we'd see them would be in an AFC divisional game or an AFC championship game.
Yeah, because the Ravens won the division last year, and that's where it was like the 1 versus 1. So you've already played your game against that division, and you beat the Ravens soundly. So you won't see the Steelers until the playoffs, and but I think that would be a hell of a game. I really do. I think that'd be a hell of a game.
I think it'd be really good, and because what's always been the Chiefs' Achilles heel when it comes to playing Pittsburgh is we never had a run game. I mean, our offensive line was terrible. We could never block for the run, and now we got the number 2 leading rusher in the NFL behind Derrick Henry and our rookie Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And I'll tell you what, Le'Veon Bell isn't looking bad for the Chiefs right now either.
Yeah, what'd he do today? I'm sorry. I apologize. I wasn't keeping up.
Oh, you're good. He didn't rush for a lot, but he did a lot. He had a lot of big passes out of the backfield. So he's still got his soft hands out of the backfield, which is huge.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could run him double backfield with Le'Veon and Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of there, and you'd have to guard both of them because they could both catch.
Right. And I think you're going to see a lot of that with Andy Reid, stepping up. Like, which running back are you going to cover? Because you got to cover everybody else, and then you got 2 running backs that can really catch the ball and hurt you, and you don't have enough linebackers that can actually sit with any of those. You would probably have to run like an 8-man D-back.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, rush 4 and then have 8 D-backs.
So I hear I'm getting knocked out. So you have a good night, Captain.
Hey, thanks again to Rob. Always good hearing from you, brother. You take care.
You too, brother.
All right, that's Kansas City Rob. And we go from a Kansas City fan to a true Patriot fan. Let me hear it for the other Doc in the group. Doc Cabral, how you doing, brother?
Good afternoon, sir. How are we? Happy daylight savings time ending.
Yes, happy endings to me. I like happy endings. You know that.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Cam Newton. I think he's becoming a problem.
Yeah, you think? I think.
Yeah, well, they were hoping his running game would help a little bit to inspire the rest of the running game, and I think he's did it worse than better.
Well,
I didn't get to watch the game out here.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I just saw the highlights, and I mean, and I know that his fumble at the very end sealed it for the Bills.
Yeah.
And
I heard you boys won too.
Yes, we did. We kind of won. And
Congratulations.
It's unfortunate because I think that that loss we had to the Patriots is going to go down as a horrible loss when the season is done, because I don't think the Patriots are going to have a very good year record-wise, and losing to a team that might be maybe 5-11. Again, I'm guessing. I'm going to give you guys at least 3 more wins, but losing to a team that is 5-11 is not my idea of a good time. So
no,
that's just the way it is there.
I think Bill Belichick's looking forward to that first-round pick he got for Jimmy G, and hopefully have another first-round pick available. Maybe pick up a couple of seconds or a couple of thirds, like he usually does at the end of the season. But we'll see what happens.
Hey Doc, I'm going to ask though, what do you make of the? And it seems like, and I'm going to use a pun here, the belly aching. Get it? Belly aching. That he is saying about, well, we don't have enough. Our cap space is really screwing up our team. That's on you. That is on you, Belichick. So don't complain about lack of cap space. If you are the de facto general manager of that is your fault. Don't say, well, we're really curtailed and hamstrung. That's on him. That's not on anybody else. So don't belly ache about shit that you are supposed to be taking control of, because it's a bad look for you. It is a bad look for you.
Yes, it is. It's a shame, because he was so smart for so many years. All of a sudden, Tom Brady says, get rid of Garoppolo, and not long after Garoppolo leaves, he takes off.
Yeah.
So now they're out 2 good quarterbacks. And what do they do now? So what I think what's going to happen is he's going to try to get an early quarterback, maybe in the first, second round, and probably get one in the 6th round or 7th round, like he did with Tom Brady.
Right.
Because I don't think the 3 he has right now he's very happy with, and I don't think Mr. Kraft is very happy with him either.
No, I mean you don't have a good quarterback on that route. I mean, what is it? Cam is done. Stick a fork in him. I don't see anything positive with him. You might have something with Stidham, but I mean, and that's being kind. I don't think he's good either. And then the guy who is your plug and play guy, whose name escapes me, the guy that played against the Chiefs when Cam was injured, he's not great. I mean, he's probably the best of those quarterbacks, and that's not saying anything when you have a former MVP, and of course Cam in theory is the best quarterback there, but he hasn't played like it, and there's a reason why nobody signed him for so long. And I think that Bill is belly aching about it. I don't think that that's the best thing for you. I think that that is definitely something that the Patriots are looking forward to, and that is why next year, when they can have could be a top 5 pick, and you got Justin Fields as the consolation prize, okay? Because I think that but then again, it's an Ohio State quarterback, and Ohio State quarterbacks are not the best in the NFL. So you better try to trade up to the number 1 spot. If you think that Trevor Lawrence is going to save your franchise, you better give up everything you can to the New York Jets. And there you go. The Jets are going to rake you over the coals to get up to that 1 pick.
Oh God! Don't do another dick cut, please. No more for Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
We don't want that mess. My best ideal again is if he can get if he can get close to the top 5, top 10.
Right.
That would be a good thing. But if he can get maybe a late second and maybe again 5, 6, 7, get 1 or 2 in each one, he'll never get the diamond in the rough like Brady again in the number 6 area. but it has to be the right one. I mean, like Carson Wentz, maybe he should go to a double A school versus an A school. You know, he should go out a little further. Look out, like for the Carson Wentz out there. You don't find them very often, but Peterson, he's a good quarterback coach, and he likes to study quarterbacks as well. So that's how he found them.
Yeah.
And I don't think Bill is really good with quarterbacks. I don't think he is. He's more of a defensive mind.
Yes.
That's how he won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. And I think if he was able to find, and especially on a defensive line, oh my God, what a mess.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's hope. There is hope. Like you with the Raiders, your hope, I have hope too. Will we make it this year necessarily? Probably not to the playoffs. But I think there's a chance to get next year back into the playoffs if they make the right moves.
Right, and there is, and that's why I said the fact that you are a true Pats fan, and I give you props for that. You actually knew, quarterbacks before some guy that you got rid of last year. You knew who, you can go back to what is it, Tony Eason and Jim Plunkett and Steve Grogan. Yep. And people. I mean, I don't even remember who the quarterback was before Steve Grogan, other than Plunkett, because it was Plunkett and Grogan. But I don't know who the quarterback was before Plunkett. That was even before my time. So, but you would probably be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, when they started the team, Marty Schottenheimer was a member. The guy from the Dolphins, Buoniconti, he was part of the Patriots.
Yeah, Nick Buoniconti.
They played for the Patriots 10 years.
Uh-huh.
They played for 10 years for the Pats. And when they split off, it changed the dynamic. Chuck Fairbanks was the coach that was supposed to be the savior to come back and save the team, and instead, Ron Earhart came in, brought Eason in, and got to the Super Bowl against the Chicago Bears, but damn, man, they blew it with the first start. It was like, oh God, Jesus! And I was at my clinic in 43 area in Camp Pendleton watching the game, crying like a baby. My buddy's like, he had the McMahon shades on, going, "Yeah, baby, here come the Bears." I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. But what I try to do, I try to keep, after all those years of crying and watching the team go, and then finally seeing it being away from home for a while. Like watching the Red Sox in 1986 in the Philippines, drinking from the beer machine. Oh my God, what a mess that was!
Oh yeah.
But the world is different, and everybody wants to be number one. Everyone wants to be. Everybody wants Tom Brady. Everybody wants this guy, that guy. But nobody But if it shows up, they don't want to be the one to see it go boom. Like Cam Newton, he was already washed after 5 years.
Oh yeah,
he's been washed for a while, but what's his name left the Panthers, Ron Rivera, to go to the former Washington Redskins,
right?
Now the Washington Football Team, I guess. Even him, he's having doubts of what he's doing over there.
Well, but you know what? But the thing is that you said it yourself when Ron Rivera went over to be the coach of what is now the Washington Football Team. He could have had Cam. He didn't want Cam. He knew what Cam was. He knew what Cam was, and he didn't take him at all. So that should have told you something, Doc. That should have told you something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but then again, you can't. Some guys go from one place to do better, like Jim Plunkett. He went from there to the Raiders, from the Raiders to the 49ers.
No.
And the 49ers cut him.
You got it backwards. He went from the Pats to the Niners. He didn't do anything for the Niners, and the Raiders got him off the bench of the Niners, and then he played for the Raiders, and that was it. Doc, I got you 10 minutes, so it's always good hearing from you.
Thank you, bud. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Just 10 minutes is a ding, ding, ding on my part, so I got to get you out.
Say hi to the family, please,
I will.
And take care.
You do. You take care as well. Best to you and your family as well. And that is Doc Cabral. Thanks for being here. So we heard from both Docs tonight. That's pretty cool. I like to hear from both Docs. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. If you're watching the games, and I am, Herbert threw a pick in the end zone, which was taken away by the Denver D-back on a really, really nice interception. So Denver is staying in the game, only down 2 scores. Only down 2 scores, and it's the going towards the end of the third quarter. It's a good game. This is a good game. Now, granted, also Drew Lock threw a pick by the that was picked off by the Chiefs, or not the Chiefs, the Garglers safety. So good defensive back play all the way around coming in here. We're up at 6:30, which means we've been on for an hour and 15. Yep, an hour 15. I'm going on. We'll see if we have any more phone calls. I'd like to do at least an hour and a half. So if you want to call in, now is the time to do it. Let's see who we got here. Again, we have the Bishop, AJ Brayhue. Asylum is in here. And yes, we do all like happy endings. Momo Razuli, I see you in there. Here's my drink. Michael Guerrero was in here. Good to see him as well. Whoop, there's one of my mices. Andrew Cabral was saying not a good year. Critique was in here. A very unfortunate pass for Drew Lock. Drew Lock, like I said, I think Herbert is a better quarterback than Drew Lock. Definitely so. Let's see who else we have in here. If there is anybody else, great. But I'd like to try to get it. I'd like to try to be here for about another 15 minutes. But I won't if I'm just going to sit here talking. That's what the discourse is. If you have a call, if you have something positive that you want to say, please call in. Remember, I will be on tonight after the. Can we beat the Chargers next week? Yes, I believe we can. It'll be a matter of the Raiders offense will just need to score. Because you got to score on that Chargers defense. I'm being kind. I usually call them the Garglers. But I think that we can do that. I really think that we can beat the Chargers next week. I think we should. I really do. I think we should beat the Chargers. And what I also don't want is I want to see a win against the Broncos the week after that. So instead of being 4-3, we can be 6-3, heading into our rematch with the Chiefs. And I tell you what, if you beat Kansas City twice, that would be nothing short of some really inspirational play for the team. And remember, Kansas City's lost, just one game, right? Yeah, I think they've only lost one game. So, if we hang their second loss on them, who's to say what happens against the damn Tampon Bay Succaneers? Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Although I hate the Bucks so bad. That I was on record saying that I hope the Chiefs drill them. That's hatred. I don't know how I'll feel when it comes to it. Am I going to be on tonight? Yeah, Momo, I'm going to be on tonight. It'll be on later. I have a show with Ken Thompson. I have a show with Raider Homer. I have a show with Violator. In fact, let me see how my phone is charging. Yeah, we're at 100%, so let's move this here. I have a show tonight with Ken Thompson and Violator and also me. I got to get with Ken and say, hey, what are we doing? So I will do that. But we'll do that after we close up this contest. So again, I will be on with Violator, Homer. Oh, Vicky, I love Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. See, Vicky shows you if you see that, that's what the super chat is. Okay, that's the tip. Thank you, Vicky. I love you. And let's continue to have positive thoughts. Positive thoughts for, Vicky's getting over her surgeries. And I know you just got here. Thank you, honey. That's awesome. She shows up and she gives me a super chat bonus. Thank you. Thank you. That's positive. I definitely I can't and I will say this as well. I can't wait to see Vicky. I don't know when it's going to be, but I can't wait to see Vicky because Vicky is a wonderful, wonderful gal. Line is open 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. And again, remember, we will be here later as well. See, there you go. There you go. And that's Judy. See, that's what we need to do with Ruggs. Short the intermediate passing to Ruggs and let him run. Let him run. I mean, you can't tell me that Carr can't rifle it. He can. You can't tell me that Carr can't rifle it. Now, he shouldn't have put so much air under the ball today because that wind caught it and just knocked it over. That's a super sticker. There you go. Okay, super sticker, super chat, whatever the hell it is. It's super duper. But that's what I like. And thank you there, Vicky. I appreciate that. Again, we are coming up, and always good for Vicky. Yeah, the defense. But really though, the defense played well today. What they didn't allow two field goals. 2 field goals. That's lots of love for Vicky. And Vicky's most favorite Raider wasn't playing today either. Twinkie Brown was not playing. Here's my shocked face. Yeah, Mustafa, I'll be doing another show. I'll be doing like another call-in show. And I'll be giving, I didn't get a chance to even give the stats earlier because that's what it was. I was trying to do the stats. We had the phone call. So let me finish that before we go off, okay? Today, Derek Carr had 112 yards, was sacked twice. Baker Mayfield only had 122 yards. It didn't really seem like he had that. A lot of that was in garbage time. Was not sacked. Okay. As far as rushing, ooh, that's a nice picture of her. Yummy. I'll have to do that there real quick before I lose it. There you go. Rushing, Josh Jacobs, 31 carries, 128 yards. And that's what Rob was talking about. Carr, 6 rushes, 41 yards, with a fumble, but it was recovered by the Raiders. Booker, 5 rushes for 29 yards, a fumble recovery, and the spur to Josh Jacobs. Jalen Richard, 1 rush for 6 yards and a first down, I might add. Ingold, 1 rush for 3 yards and a first down, I might add. And Henry Ruggs, 1 rush for 1 yard. We need to get Henry. We need to block better on his sweeps. Cleveland receiving. They only had 3 receivers that caught balls today. Kareem Hunt, 14. This is rushing. Kareem Hunt, 14 carries for 66 yards. Still up at a 4.47 clip. Mayfield, 6 rushes for 29 yards, so actually Derek Carr outrushed him. And that's not a catch. That's not a catch. He didn't get both feet in bounds. Look at it again. And Ernest Johnson, 2 carries for 6 yards. That's not a catch. You better look at that again. Receiving for the Raiders, Waller, 5 receptions for 28 yards. Was basically quiet today. Okay, I want to see this. Okay, here's the catch. There is 1 foot. Oh, okay, they're calling it his ass. They're saying his butt. His butt was the second. Yeah, okay. I stand corrected. 1 foot and 1 ass was down. That's a catch. Harrison Bryant. Let me see. So go back to the Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 4 catches, 26 yards, and 1 touchdown. Witten, 2 very key catches for 21 yards. Booker, 1 catch for 17 yards. That was a hell of a catch. Richard, 1 catch for 12 yards. And I think that was for a first down, too. Yeah, it was. It was for a first down as well. Ruggs, 2 catches for 8 yards. Should have had a touchdown. And that was it. Aguilar, Moreau, and Josh Jacobs with 0 catches today. Aguilar with actually 2 more drops. Cleveland receiving, Jarvis Landry, 4 catches for 52, dropped a touchdown. Bryant, 3 catches for 25, and then the rest of them, okay, well, I take it back. Kareem Hunt, 2 catches for 7 yards, but these are all onesies. David Njoku, 1 catch for 19 with at least 2 drops that I can remember. T. Higgins, it says Richard, but that's T. Higgins, 1 catch for 14 yards. And Ernest Johnson, 1 catch for 5 yards. Again, no picks by Carr. The fumble, which was recovered by Booker. No picks by Mayfield, although the Raiders could have had a pick or 2. Carlson missed a field goal, but so did Cody Parker of the Browns. So again, tight play, but we win. And I mean, like I said, no Matt Bouchane talking crap. No Matt Bouchane talking crap about the Cleveland Steamers. F you. F you. Oh, and I'll show that. And can't people sort of just wait till after Thanksgiving? Oh, are they doing Christmas commercials already? Oh, wow. Browns had they had at least 4 or 5 drops. You're right there, Don. It was, I mean, I know Njoku had a couple. The other tight end had 1 or 2. I know that Landry had the drop in the end zone. 16-6, under 4-degree weather. Yeah, and I don't know, is that the record? But I know that we won. That's all I care about. So, having said that, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm going to start with the fade. Make sure you join me tonight. Again, I will be on with Violator and Ken Thompson and Raider Homer. Keep aware. I will post the information. on Facebook, so you guys will know that. And then after that show, because I think that's going to be about halftime-ish of the Sunday night game. I will have another show after that. So, great win today by the Raiders. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no, no, he didn't come in today, Vicky, because he knows he has nothing to talk about. In fact, if he comes in here, I'm going to say, you're in here, you need to drop a tip. You need to drop me a super chat tip, because you suck. I'm just saying that for sure. And like it says, just win, baby. Great win by the Raiders today. Thank you for being here. I'm going to sit and watch the ending of the Chargers-Broncos game. Remember, next week in Los Angeles, against the Chargers, otherwise known as the Garglers. Garglers in LA, Broncos at home, then it's Chiefs at home, and then it's Atlanta, in Atlanta, and I will be there as well. Y'all take care. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. Raider Victory Sunday, show number 1. We'll see you later on as well. Take care, everybody. Yeah!